guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be playing some Spyro the Dragon, which is one of my favorite PlayStation games and video games in general. This is such an iconic game, and it's one of my favorites. Spyro the Dragon. I think I've probably played this game about 20 times in my life, at least, all the way through. So I'm pretty good at it. So we'll see how this goes in the world of dragons.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, for a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000? What about this Ganasty Gnorc character? Now I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Ned?
I'm just so excited to be able to play this game. I just skipped through that. Basically, Nasty Gnorc turns all of the dragons into ice. The main premise of Spyro is that you have to go around saving these frozen dragons and collecting all the treasure in the levels. It was quite a, it was a genre at the time for sure. It had to do with, it was called a collectathon. Very similar to a lot of other games at the time, like Banjo-Kazooie. A lot of other excellent games came out in 1998 that I enjoyed quite a bit. Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Banjo-Kazooie, Spyro the Dragon, just to name a few.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan world. Then find the balloons. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Gnorc? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first.
And that's actually the voice of Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob. He's the one who plays the voice of Spyro. Outstanding voice actor. The year before they released SpongeBob. So, we're gonna do the Artisan world first here, and this will be something that we will be able to get through fairly quickly, because I know this game pretty well. At this point, I've played it quite a few times in my life and completed it 100% the way through, so it's always fun to see these little worlds again. They were very simple, but they were very iconic. Also, the music of Spyro is one of my favorites in any video game. Just so iconic. Such a wonderful soundtrack.
Cool Flash, do that again.
And I'm going to be skipping over the most of the cutscenes and stuff on here just to kind of keep a nice even flow of calmness to this video. So if you like the cutscenes, I apologize, but for the sake of this video, I think it's best that we skip them for the most enjoyment possible. Okay, so we have to collect all the treasure in this area, and we're getting pretty close now. And at any time you can hit the select button to pull up your whole hub overworld. Now Spyro the Dragon came out in 1998. there were three main Spyro games that were released on the PlayStation, known as the Spyro Trilogy. There was Spyro the Dragon, and then the year after that, in 1999, Spyro the Dragon Ripto's Rage did come out. I didn't play this one quite as much as a child, but then the following one, Year of the Dragon, which came out in the year 2000, is actually my favorite Spyro game out of the trilogy. So at some point I will definitely be revisiting Year of the Dragon, which is my favorite. It's always nice to come back to these games and kind of reflect and get to play these sort of wonderful games that from your childhood. That's always really cool. So since we're right over here now, we're going to go ahead and go to the first main level, which is called Town Square, now that we've collected everything in the main overworld. And in the game, there's 14,000 treasure that we're going to be collecting. This is one of my favorite levels in this world, just because of the little bulls that come around, and you can charge them and they'll land on their horns like that. It's kind of fun. It's very fun. And you can always collect these one-up little tokens, but usually in this game I don't really find them super necessary. And now we have this little bullfighter who's getting chased by the bull, which I always thought was very cute. He's getting ready to get impaled, and that's super cute to me all the time. I like cute things like that. I'm just a fan of it. Such a fan of people getting impaled by bulls, virtually. It's fun. And then there are these little blue guys that you have to chase down, and they have eggs, which is also part of the collectathon. I'm just gonna backtrack a bit here and collect the treasure that I missed over here. Over to the other side of here, and we're going to go ahead and collect the treasure on this side. Here we go. Perfect. And now there should be one last dragon over here on this side. A little bit more treasure. Actually, there are two more dragons. I believe there's 200 treasure in this map here, so we're getting pretty close now. Lots of treasure. It's always very satisfying when you can run through all of these treasures at once. Alright, our last dragon, and that was our last bit of treasure. Okay, that's everything. Alright, now the next level that we're going to go to is probably my favorite level on this area. And if you kill the enemies twice, then they drop these little orbs that you're able to collect around Spyro's head to get another one-up. But Dark Hollow is definitely one of the most relaxing ones of this entire game, I would say. much treasure in this one round either. I think it's just about 100 treasures that are around this area. It's very straightforward for the most part. Very easy. Perfect. And once we get to 10 dragons, we're actually able to meet the balloonist to go to the next world. That guy always used to intimidate me as a kid for some reason as an enemy, but then you realize how you're supposed to take him out, and it's not so scary anymore. But as a kid, that always used to freak me out for some reason. It's always fun. Alright, and now we have to collect the key, which can be used to unlock the first treasure chest that we saw at the beginning of the level. So we're gonna go back that way here at the end of the level to collect the last of the treasures that we need. Okay, perfect. Okay. Alright, perfect. Doing a great job. There we go. Sparks the Dragonfly has 3 hits of health. When he's good, he's gold. The second layer is blue, and the third layer is green, and then after that, Spyro is on his own. Now time to get the last dragon of the level over here.
Big enemies like
Darius. Alright, perfect. There's a small little hidden area over here that we're going to be going to. Perfect. And then I believe the last bit of treasure should be in this box up here. Oh, there's always one left. Alright, we have to backtrack real fast and find this last little piece of treasure. It should be a red one. A nice red piece of treasure is laying around somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. Well, it's not over here. It's definitely not over here at all, so let's see here. Backtrack a little bit further here, see if I can find it. No worries, we'll find it. We'll find it. Can't be too far now. Well, it's gotta be in this section. Well, it doesn't appear to be over here either. How odd. That last piece of treasure is very elusive, apparently. gonna check one more time to find it. It's gotta be here somewhere. Oh, there it is. There we go. This one I'm just gonna do a shortcut to exit the level. Some of those areas have little nooks and crannies that make it difficult to find. But with enough backtracking, you'll be sure to find it. Just be patient. There we go. Okay. Stone Hill is probably the most difficult to find treasure in this level, just because there are wide open fields that we're going to have to find treasure in. But we'll get through it together here. The important thing is to just make sure you're very thorough in each area before you proceed to the next in this area. Oops, I went against my own word there. Aster. And then if you drop down over here, there's a little cove that you're able to actually go and kind of explore around in. Because apparently little purple dragons love to explore things. And then we find a key for one of the other locked treasure boxes that we will be going to here in a moment. There we go. Alright. Let's make sure we have all the treasure of this area before we continue on. I believe there's 200 treasure inside of this area here, so... There's the rest of it down there. Gavin. That's the name of my best friend's little boy. Gavin. What a cute little name. What a cute, cute little name is Gavin. Don't you agree? Alright. Now we can proceed to the next area. And you can already hear the little egg thief up there being all mischievous and whatnot. I don't like little mischievous egg thieves a lot in my life. It's probably one of my least favorite things. Someone goes out and robs my eggs. It's not very good. You have to watch out for these hidden little treasure chests that are all over the place here. Okay, just gotta finish butting heads with these rams and then we can go ahead and proceed. It's all about being patient and persistent. It's the two P's, patience and persistence. Okay, that dragon was very long and elegant, I must say. Okay, here we go. Now this part has wide open pastures, so it can be fairly difficult to find all the treasure through here, but we'll figure it out together. Okay, so this is an area where treasure can be hidden. It's up through here. Alright, so now this little fortress area has been scavenged for all the treasure. And now we're gonna chase the little blue egg thief down and get back the baby dragon. Here we go. Ooh, he's a little quick one, isn't he? There we go. Alright, now let's venture out a little bit further here. We have to go look for the other missing treasures, which happen to be around a little shade of trees. it's not this set of trees, but it's a different set of trees further down. Trees that some shade would be provided to these little egg thieves. Oh, there's some more. Yes, a nice shaded little area. Okay, and now I'm just going to venture out a little bit further over by these trees. And I think in terms of collecting treasure, we have completed this area as far as I can remember. And now there should be one last area that I have missed that we can go ahead and go back and take a look at. Yeah, I don't believe it's through here. I believe it's through maybe a different side. Let's see here. Alright, it's through this one right here. There should be a giant treasure room. There it is. Okay, perfect. That's very satisfying to me. Alright. Ooh, that's a tough one. Okay. I'm gonna have to backtrack just a little bit to find that last piece of treasure too. It could either be 2 red treasures or 1 green treasure. And those can always be tricky, especially in this bigger level. So we have to go back and just check to see if we can find it here. Okay, it's not down here. And it's not in that treasure room, so that leaves a couple more places to check. Nope, that's the treasure room again. Okay. So we'll just have to head over this way. I'm also going to be looking for any sort of little glint in the background which can indicate that there will be a treasure there. Just have to be thorough about it and check. Okay, I'm going to check down here in this little cove. Okay, there's nothing in the cove. Alright. Alright, that only leaves one major area to check. It's down through here. So let's see, gotta check the perimeter, make sure there's no hidden little treasure boxes or treasure chests anywhere. Okay, there's none that I can see. Okay. I'm guessing it's probably out there somewhere. Oh, I think I saw a little glint of treasure, perhaps. Alright, let's see if we found it. Perhaps not. Okay. There it is. It's hiding in a treasure chest way out in the middle of the field. Alright, that's everything. Okay. Total treasure 600. Alright, I think right now we should go ahead and confront the boss, whose name happens to be Toasty. And Toasty is a very interesting little boss battle, as you'll soon see. If you get too close to these dogs, they will try to jump on you, it looks like, but you just have to keep your distance and be safe around them. That's the best way to fight them, is to just be cautious and take your time. Sometimes the inevitable happens and we all I'll get hit with a kendo stick. It's okay. Tommy Dreamer made a living out of it. That was a little glitch, I felt like, with the dog jumping there. I could be wrong, though. Sometimes the camera angle can play some tricks with you, but you know, it's okay. We'll figure it out. There should be one hiding around the corner here. I'm not really a fan of this music personally, but it's fairly iconic still, just because of the fact that it's the first boss battle of Spyro the Dragon. So it always makes it kind of iconic in your mind when you're a child and you're confronting a big giant boss in a game for the first time. That first one kind of sticks with you because it's the one that everyone gets to play. Alright, and now we meet our first and only frozen dragon on this level. Okay, and now we're going to confront Toasty. There is Toasty in all of his glory. And as you can see, he is merely a sheep in wolf's clothing. Because Spyro loves to antagonize all of the sheep. Oops. Alright, that's okay. Just a small setback. Okay. I'll get you this time, Toasty, don't you worry. Alright, Toasty. See you later, buddy. See you later, my friend. And there we go. Now our last level on this world is going to be our flying level. And they've actually managed to hide the hiding level over by the waterfall. And here we see Toasty's little brothers and sisters running around through the field. And the way to go ahead and access the flying level is by stepping on these pads located in the water. Let me try that again. I didn't think the order mattered too much, but it might. I think it may be because I keep falling in the water. There we go. Sunny flight. All right. And the point of these flying levels is to just go around and collect all of these different random objects that are located throughout. For every object that you're able to basically eliminate, it adds more time to the timer, and you have to complete all of the items before the clock runs out. The items are usually located in a pretty linear path, so it's not too difficult usually. Okay, now we have to focus on these little pilot guys. And I don't know if I'll have enough time on this run to get all of them. No, I don't believe so. Unless I'm able to get a... There we go. There we go. Very good, very good. Like to see. Ooh, get the last one. Alright, so we'll have to try again here. But you can always kind of refine your technique with this. So, but I think the best way would be just to get these guys first. I'm gonna retry this one. Okay, let's try it again. Okay. We're doing well so far. Okay, I think next I'm going to go ahead and do these trains. Oh, I missed it. Yeah. Okay. Just gotta keep at it. Patience and persistence always wins. Alright, we're gonna try another strategy this time. We're just gonna go through these guys, do the pilot ones next, and then we're gonna take out the barrels last. I think this strategy might work pretty well. Okay, let's see. Try to take out one or two if I can beforehand. Okay, we're doing much better for time this time than we did last. Okay. Come here, my friend. I have some fire for you. Alright, and now lastly we're going to be going ahead and taking out these. They move on a linear track, so it should be pretty straightforward for the most part. Ooh, that was close. And there's only one barrel set left. Let's get it. Yes. Alright, perfect. Alright, and finally we're going to head off to the balloonist, and then we'll be going on to the next world area, which is called, I believe it's called Beastmakers. Perfect. Alright, let's find the balloonist. He should be down over here in this area. There he is. I believe his name is Marco. Yes, there's Marco. Oh, peacekeepers. Alright guys, well, I appreciate you watching. In the next video we're going to be going to Peacemakers to go ahead and take on that world. Stay tuned. Please subscribe and like the video and leave comments. Thank you.